Yo, what is good, Ninja? OG over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. Today, we have some awesome information for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So Implosion has gotten a demo on the European Nintendo Switch eShop. So Implosion has made its way to the Nintendo Switch eShop several months ago, but there was no demo. However, if you're still considering to make that purchase, you can see that the game does have a demo on the European eShop. Now, here's the thing, it's only live there, so if you want to download the demo, you have to create a European account as far as a Nintendo account, and then you have to go onto the eShop from there and do that. You can't just change the region, because I've heard some people say, hey, can I just change the region, then go into the eShop? No, it's not going to work. You have to have an account based on there, so I suggest having an account for the Americas, having an account for Europe, and having another account for Japan, just in case if there's something that comes exclusive, or if it comes first to somewhere and you want to try it out, make sure that you have the account to where you can go on the respective country's eShop and download it. So this one right now, in terms of Implosion, it's only on the European eShop. This is a hack and slash, I think it was like an iOS game or something like that. It was a hack and slash iOS game, Android game, and then they brought it over to Nintendo Switch. It actually charted in the top 20 for the eShop charts for a little bit before it fell off, and everything that I've seen so far and what I've heard from the game is that it actually plays really well on the Nintendo Switch. They've got some nice controls in there for buttons now instead of using the touch screen on a phone, so everything works well on the Nintendo Switch version. It's not a bad game for the price that they're asking for, but if you want to try it out before you buy it, you can definitely do so on the European eShop. So what do you guys think about Implosion getting a demo? Would you like to see more demos of games? Are there any titles out there on the Nintendo Switch eShop that you guys want to try out, but there's no demo, so you haven't purchased it? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the next article here, I've actually had quite a number of requests to talk more about Wargroove on the Nintendo Switch. This is an Advanced Wars style of game that's coming exclusively to Nintendo Switch at first, then maybe it'll come over to other systems, but we do know it's coming to Nintendo Switch first. And this Wargroove update has spotlighted one of the units named Tenri. So let's go ahead and get into what Chucklefish had to say on this, and it was a blog post on Wargroove. The Heaven-Strong Empire is region of culture and beauty, guarded by a diligent army of masked warriors. In a land beset by shambling skeletons and monstrous plant people, there are few leaders as determined to protect their people as the Empress Tenri. In the wake of Mercival II's death, she lost an ally and is now more determined than ever to protect her people from the rising threat throughout the land. Often described as coldly professional in public appearances, she has a softer side when she comes to those closest to her, particularly her young inventor son. She harbors a particular hatred for, as a child, she witnessed her mother's death at the hands of its previous leader. In battle, Tenri attacks with a dizzying strike from her fans, as it would be wise not to make an enemy of her. Keen-eyed followers will notice that an earlier version of Tenri appeared in our announcement trailer with a different name. We felt this name fit her better. So they're still working on the game. Like I said, I've had a number of people say, hey, is there anything on Wargroove, anything that you can let us know? So if you check out the link in the description below, you can get all the blog posts and updates. This is my first time covering Wargroove, I think since it first was revealed. So I haven't covered it since then, so I definitely want to cover it more because there's just been a lot of you guys requesting that I talk about the game, because yeah, it is an Advanced Wars slash Fire Emblem style of game, and a lot of people are looking forward to what it's going to bring to the table, because it is going to have online multiplayer, local multiplayer against other people, and we don't have Advanced Wars right now, and we don't have a Fire Emblem on the Nintendo Switch at this point, although one should be coming sometime this year. And with all these different units that they're putting together and just some of the artistic style and the backstory between each one of them, it actually looks really cool. And for an independent game, they're really taking their time to craft these characters and kind of carve out the path that they want you guys to play. As far as when you're picking Tenri, you know her backstory, you know where she came from and why she harbors the pain that she does, and give you a little bit more to know about the characters in the game. So that could make it more engaging when you pick up the title whenever it does come out. I think it's coming 2018. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to come 2018. Remember, this is by Chucklefish. They also published or helped out with Stardew Valley, so it seems like they have a knack for creating these games that are really good fits for the Nintendo Switch. So what do you guys think about Wargroove on the Nintendo Switch so far? Are you guys excited for this game? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the last article here, Skies of Fury DX has been announced for the Nintendo Switch. Take to the skies as a World War I fighter pilot. So Illumination Games and Sega Interactive have announced Skies of Fury DX for the Nintendo Switch. The flight action game seems to be an enhanced version of Ace Academy Skies of Fury, which was released for the iOS App Store and Android Google Play. Here's an overview of Skies of Fury DX via Illumination Games. Seed Interactive and Illumination Games are excited to announce Skies of Fury DX for the Nintendo Switch. Take to the skies and experience World War I as a fighter pilot. Skies of Fury DX offers players the chance to engage in epic aerial combat in historic bloody April 1917 as both British and German pilots. Using 10 distinctive aircrafts from World War I, players fly through stunning hand-painted environments, dogfight through the missions as single player or challenge your friends to multiplayer, split-screen battles. Here are the key features of the game: 100 different missions, unlockable comics based on the real history of Bloody April, multiplayer modes, survival and versus for up to 4 players, hundreds of unlockables to customize your plane, play to unlock upgrades for your flying and combat abilities. And you guys are checking out the trailer as well, and we're going to see a lot of these type of games, guys, in terms of these iOS and Android style of games coming over to the Nintendo Switch, just because once again the chipset and kind of what they both do, Tegra, ARM CPU, as far as that goes, it's going to be easier and easier for these games to be coming over, so expect them to come over. Now, looking at the gameplay here, it actually looks kind of fun. I really like the art style of the game. It has a really nice clean look to it in terms of the ground and the clouds and the planes, and it seems fun. It seems like it's going to be a nice game, and with the iOS and mobile, I don't really pay attention to those markets too much because I don't like playing on a phone for these type of action games, even though it's probably going to be okay to play on iOS and all that. But this is the first time that I've heard about this. But yeah, the more cool iOS games and Android games that can come over, the better, because I used to go on my phone and download games all the time, and a lot of these games looked really cool and played great for the most part, or at least had good concepts, but I had troubles with the controls in terms of using like the touch screen to control traditional style games. So the more Android or iOS games that are good coming over to Nintendo Switch, the better. And based off of this gameplay here, it looks really good on the Nintendo Switch for a smaller styled game. So they're gearing up to launch this one here on the Nintendo Switch. Seems like it's going to be a 2018 launch. So what do you guys think of Skies of Fury DX for the Nintendo Switch? Is this your style of game? When I was younger, I'll tell you guys something real quick. When I was younger, I used to love airplane games. I played Ace Combat, I played some of the Dreamcast airplane games. I even played the crappy Top Gun and thought that was good back in the day, even though, well, the game necessarily didn't suck. Just trying to land that plane was just kind of hard, unless you have the power glove, right, nerd? But anyway, like, I liked Top Gun, I liked airplane games a lot, and then they just kind of fell off the map for me. I'm not really sure. So if something can come out that's cheap and quick and not all crazy like Ace Combat is, because Ace Combat is just too much for me at this point. So if it's just a little bit simpler and it controls well and plays well on the Nintendo Switch, I'm definitely going to pick up Skies of Fury DX from Nintendo Switch, because it looks like a really cool game, and I like the art style more than the realistic art style that we've seen in other games. And I'm not sure if you guys remember a show called SWAT Cats back on, like, I think it was Cartoon Network. I think it was Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon, one of those two. I think Cartoon Network. But anyway, there's a show called SWAT Cats, and I used to love that show because, like, they were like in airplanes and they were like shooting down stuff. It was so cool. So like when I rented the SWAT Cats game, that game sucked, but I played it anyway. So what do you guys think about Skies of Fury? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of Player Essence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon and YouTube live gaming page. Consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes via YouTube sponsorship. So check out the link in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you for the next video. Peace.